Aloha everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about a solution to Maui's affordable housing crisis that I do support. Now, it's no secret that Maui has a huge shortage of affordable housing for island residents. That's a fact. The statistics 100% confirm that this shortage has existed on Maui for a long time, and it's only gotten worse, especially after we lost so many homes in the Lahaina fire of 2023. Now, the good news is that everyone on Maui seems to agree that there is a problem. But unfortunately, we are not all in agreement on what is the best solution. And in many ways, arguments over proposed solutions is dividing our community. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you already know that one of the proposed solutions that is definitely dividing the community is the proposal to phase out nearly half of the island's legal short-term rental condos. I've been outspoken that I think eliminating short-term rentals is a bad idea, and in past videos, I've outlined several reasons why I think it'd be much more likely to hurt the people that it intends to help. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about a proposal that I do support. I think it's a solution that could work for everyone. Now, to be clear, it's not my idea. In fact, it first came into my awareness while reading a report that was created by the Lahaina Community Land Trust. Let's take a look at that report together, and I'll highlight some of the points that I think are the most important and include some of my commentary as we go. Let's take a look. I do think it's important to give credit where credit is due. So again, this report was created by the Lahaina Community Land Trust. I'll provide a link in the description below to the full report in case you want to read the whole presentation. After scrolling through the introduction and the table of contents, the report shares research to demonstrate the shortage of affordable housing. They share a news clip that is more than 104 years old, and it goes on to say that Maui's housing shortage isn't anything new. One of the first front page headlines spotlighting the problem dates back to 1921, when the Maui News documented a waiting list of more than a dozen families who are seeking homes. Scrolling down even further, they present a graph that compares the median house price on Maui to what the area's median income can afford over the past 22 years. You see that even if a person made 100% of the median income, there was only about a 2-year period between 2011 and 2013 where those people could afford the median home price. And the gap is only widening. With inflation and elevated mortgage interest rates, the gap has widened to the point where the median home price is around $1.3 million, but the median salary can only afford a home price of around $400,000. Scrolling down even further, I also found this graph interesting as it shows what different jobs earn on Maui in the Wailuku, Kaului, and Lahaina areas to demonstrate that even some of the highest paying professions in these areas are still not able to afford homes on the island. Of course, some people earn more than others in the same profession, but this does help to demonstrate the averages. However, I do think that the mayor's annual income is a bit outdated because it was reported that the mayor will be getting a raise to $245,000 starting July 1st, which is much higher than the $159,000 that's shown here. That being said, unless you are the mayor or a physician or a CEO, it is difficult to afford buying a house here. Even your average real estate broker will struggle to own the median priced house here. So what do we do about the problem? Well, as this report points out, Maui does already have an affordable housing fund that is supposed to be used to pay for new affordable homes for families that are struggling to afford rising costs. In fact, according to the Maui County budget documents, $260 million has been allocated to the fund since its creation, and more than $60 million is allocated in 2025 alone. However, the problem is that the affordable homes that are built are not required to permanently serve the public. Currently, the homes built using the fund are only required to stay affordable for 5 to 10 years before they can be flipped into the private market and sold to the highest bidder. I can confirm this from my own experience, as I have helped dozens of my clients buy homes directly from the developer that are in communities that have some of the homes designated for affordable housing. If we really want to start to build an inventory of affordable housing on Maui, we need to make the affordable home restrictions permanent, not just 5 to 10 years. Now, there is a case study on how this could work. In Aspen, Colorado, the median single-family home price is a staggering $13.4 million, which is 10 times the median price on Maui. Local policymakers in Aspen have long recognized that Aspen could lose workers, businesses, and critical community pillars like doctors and teachers without a protected housing supply. Because of that, the community took bold action to invest in programs that now mean that 70% of full-time occupied housing units in Aspen have deed restrictions that protect housing for local workers and keep prices within financial reach. The key here is that the deed restrictions are permanent, not just 5 to 10 years like on Maui. Aspen's affordable housing programs serve households earning up to $329,000 for a family of 4 because even doctors and business executives struggle to afford competing with wealthy vacationers. Now, to be clear, I'm not suggesting that we add any permanent deed restrictions to existing housing, but I would support adding permanent deed restrictions to all the housing that is built by the Affordable Housing Fund in the future. And I would suggest that a higher percentage of our property taxes should be allocated to the Affordable Housing Fund. This way, we would build an increasing inventory of affordable housing that can't just be flipped onto the open market after a certain period of time. We would essentially be creating a dual housing market. One market that is designed to stay affordable for local residents that qualify, and another market that is free of restrictions and allows our economy to thrive. I think this could work for everyone because I believe that our focus should not just be on reducing housing prices, it should also be on finding ways to increase the average household income for full-time Maui residents, and in order to do that, we do need a strong economy. So there you have it. That's a quick look at one of the solutions to our shortage of affordable housing on Maui that I believe would actually be effective, and it would not be harmful to our economy like the proposed short-term rental ban. I really do my best to listen to all the proposed solutions regardless of where it's coming from with an open mind and an open heart. And my only focus is on what is the best course of action for all of Maui's people. And I truly believe that eliminating half of our short-term rentals is a really bad idea. It isn't guaranteed to actually help, and the economic downturn that it would cause will force even more current Maui residents to leave the island. But that's just my opinion. I would love to hear what you think. Do you think that affordable housing programs that use permanent deed restrictions, like the program implemented in Aspen, would be helpful? To be clear, I don't think it would solve the problem overnight, but I do think it'd be a step in the right direction. But if you have any other ideas that you think could be helpful for Maui, please share them in the comment section. As always, I encourage respectful debate, and I think it's important that we start to shift our focus away from the proposed solutions that are likely to be harmful to the ones that could work for everyone. Anyways, that's all I have for you in this video. Please share it with anyone you know who cares about Maui's future. Hit the like button if you appreciate the message, and feel free to subscribe to the channel for more updates. I hope to see you all in the next video. Aloha.